What's up, guys? Tanner here. Welcome back to a brand new video and happy 25th anniversary to X-Men. So this is my X-Men 25th anniversary special. So as always, let's get into it. Guys, I can't believe it's been 25 years since the first X-Men movie. That's really crazy, and it's pretty cool how a lot of these actors are coming back, reprising their roles in Avengers Doomsday. So can't wait for that movie to come out. So I'm not gonna waste your time here. So I got a lot of stuff for you guys are here. So here we go. So right off the bat, we have X-Men DVD right here, sealed, never been opened before. So I'm gonna open that for you guys right now. And I found out where ironic how I've actually never owned this on DVD till very recently. So I finally have it, brand new. I've always loved how they had this DVD. And I do have an X-Men shirt as well. It's got most of the characters on there. So this is pretty cool. It's for glossies. On the back, it's foil, so that's really cool. So this the packaging looks like. This is some of the coolest packaging I've ever seen. Open it up and you have the disc right here. Got some extra little booklets right here. I've always liked how they had the posters with all the different characters on it. I always thought that was really cool. And of course, you take that out, you have Cyclops right here. Now it's a little hard to see because it's very shiny. So after all these years, I only have this DVD in my collection. Even though I have the Blu-ray of all the X-Men films. Still pretty cool to have, or nostalgic. Next we have X-Men 1.5. And I believe this just has a bunch of 5 hours with extra features on it. So, and of course, all the material that is on the X-Men DVD and this DVD as well, it's all on the X-Men Blu-ray, the trilogy set. Super cool little advertisement. Free movie coupon side for Daredevil and X2. So I think this came out, I think around 2003, before X-Men 2, Daredevil came out. It's kind of like a digipack equivalent to a CD. Cool. It says Trusted Few. Got the X-Men right there. You have the Brotherhood right here. And Fear the Rest. So that is pretty cool. And the discs all look like that. The numbers on them. So that's pretty cool. Now I gotta say, I do like this cover right here. It's pretty cool. Hugh Jackman right up front. Storm and Mystique on the sides. And they did not put out a limited edition gift set for X-Men, so instead I just got this Australian DVD limited edition. I gotta say, this really looks pretty cool. I've actually never seen this image before. Well, until like probably 8 months ago, I never seen it. So this is pretty cool. It's a full cover, and the DVD itself, the case, it's full as well. got this cool image. I've always loved that poster with all the different characters, the villains, the X-Men on top and the brother on the bottom, or it's just different characters. So that is really cool. So pretty cool item to have. Pretty cool substitute for a gift set. Next up we have the score right here by Michael Kamen. This is a limited edition. They released this a few years ago. Of course, this is by La La Land Records, who's done a lot of the other stuff like Spider-Man. I really hope they release one for Spider-Man 3 2027. That would be cool. Got that cool image on there. This is really cool. We have disc 1. That's cool. We got the X-Men on there. La La Land Records, they never disappoint. You have disc 2. It's got the Brotherhood on there. That is really cool. Booklet. I really hope Famke Janssen comes back as Jean Grey. That would be really cool. I know she wasn't announced on the cast list for Doomsday, but I know for a fact that's not the entire cast. So I really hope she comes back. And Halle Berry as well, because they both did a great job in their roles. Hugh Jackman right there, Wolverine. Love that image. That is really cool. Next up, we got some books right here. We've got some comics. Here's X-Men the movie. Comic right here. I know they did a few prequel comics as well. Here's a different version of the X-Men movie comic with a few classic X-Men stories in here, and this is pretty cool. Pretty cool group shot. Got some Wizard magazines right here. Here's 104. Art style with all the actresses on there in their roles. Here's Wizard Magazine 106. Wolverine. Here's 107. Collector cover 1 out of 4. And 107 cover number 2 out of 4. Next, last but certainly not least, the film program. Let me just say, this is probably the biggest film program I have. This is really cool. This got this nice silver foil to it with this nice matte finish. So this is really cool. X-Men right there. I'm just gonna show you guys the back right because this is just too cool. That's got the characters in the back. So that is really cool. Got this nice glossy effect to it. This is the same image on the limited edition Australian DVD, which is a great looking image of Jean, Storm, Cyclops, and Wolverine. But this movie really started the whole superhero trend in the 2000s, and it's been going strong ever since. So, Wolverine, Professor X, Magneto, Cyclops, Jean. I'm so glad that James Marsden is coming back as Cyclops, so we can have a proper interpretation of his character, because he was always dissing the movies in my opinion. I have Storm, Rogue, Yeah, the Brotherhood right here. Sabretooth, Mystique, Toad, Mystique, and Senator Kelly. This is a pretty cool programming, guys. I'd say this is really getting into kind of like a tour book status. Is this as big as like a tour book? So I've always said these are the equivalent to